Hello, dear students, grade 6. This is Cambridge Primary Mathematics, grade 6. This is the workbook. This is exercise 4.1. Question number 1. The temperature at 8 a.m. is -2 degrees Celsius. By midday, it is 5 degrees warmer. What is the temperature at midday? When we say like warmer, or we say the temperature raises, so we do addition, like it's going to be -2, and we say warmer, that means it's increased. Say plus 5 and -3 plus 5, those two numbers, they have got different sign. 2 is negative and 5 is positive. You put the sign of the great absolute value, which is the 5, the positive, and we don't need to write the positive sign. And then we'll find the difference between them, between the 5 and 2, which is equal to 3. So it is 3 degrees Celsius. Let's go to question number 2. So use the number line to help you answer these questions. We have a number plus 3 give us -15. We know when we go to left side, number decreases, and when we go to right, number increases. So you have -15 here. When you go to left, 3 steps, it will be -18. So here it's -18. And -15, when you add to it 3, you will go to right, numbers getting bigger, and you go like 3 steps after -15 to the right is going to be equals to -12. The question A, they say A, -15 minus 3. The two numbers have the same sign. 15 is negative, 3 is negative. Put the same sign and add them, which is equal to -18. Remember, all time, whenever we would like to deal with negative numbers, we have two rules. Rule number 1, numbers, they have the same sign. If we have the same signs, we do two steps. Steps number 1, we put the common sign. And in step 2, we add them. Like this one, -15 is negative, and this 3 is negative. Remember, any number, the sign of it, it's on the left. Look on the left, you find negative. Look here on the left, you find negative. Both of them are negative. Step number 1, with the same sign, which is negative, and then you add them together, which is give you -15, -18. This question, they say it's a number plus 3 is equal to -15. When we add to it 3, we get -15. So when we subtract from it 3, it's going to be also negative what? It's going to be also -18. Because -18 plus 3, like now they have different sign. Remember, we have rule of different signs. Different sign, step number 1, you put the sign of the great absolute value. And when we say absolute value, it means far from the zero. The one that is farther from 0. Then step number 2, find the difference of also of the absolute values of the absolute values or find the difference for the two numbers. Like this one, negative 18, positive 3. 18 is negative and 3 is positive. Put the sign of the great absolute value, the one that far from the 0, which is the 18. It's negative 18 is farther. Put the negative sign, and then the difference between 18 and 3 is equal to 15. So the answer is negative 15. Question number 3. It's a tricky question. They say work out the difference between each pair of numbers. Between each pair of numbers. Find the difference. Remember, what is the difference? Difference is always positive. This is step number 1. You need to know about difference. Other thing, difference equals the highest or the large number minus lowest. Is equal to the highest minus what? Minus the lowest. Then when I say like this numbers, 6 and negative 2, I need the difference between them. Remember, the highest number is 6. Then minus the lowest number. The lowest number is 2, negative 2. And please remember, when you have double sign, you need to combine them. This will be 6 plus 2, which is equals to 8. 6 plus 2 is equal what? Is equals 8. When you have double sign, remember, like if you have minus and minus, you combine them, it will be plus. And if you have got 2 plus, for sure it will be plus. And if you have minus and plus, those will be minus. And if you have plus and minus, it's also going to be what? Going to be minus. So the answer here for this question should be what? Should be 8. Because many students say the difference between them is actually 4. But no, difference between them is not 4 at all. Would like to make things more sure about it. Like you could draw what? You could draw a number line. You can make a number line. And you can make the zeros over here. This is 0. And this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is a 6. And this is here, negative 1. And this is negative 2. Negative 2. Please, now, if I ask you what the difference between them, you need to count from this one to this one. You can count like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The difference is 8. So please be smart and don't get tricked with this such kind of questions. The question after here, they ask for the difference between those two numbers. Difference between those two numbers, the great number is negative 3. You know, in negative numbers, the negative 3 is bigger than the negative 5 because whenever you go left, number getting smaller. Then you said negative 3 minus, because you know the difference, the great one is negative 3 minus the smallest one. The smallest one is negative 5. And this will be equals to negative 3 plus 5. And negative 3 plus 5 is equals to 2. Okay, like one of the most common mistakes students think is negative 8. No. Difference must be positive number, which is equals to 2. And as I've told you, like this is what, this is negative 3 here, then negative 4, negative 5. Difference between them only 2 units. Question number C, With the same idea, same understanding, remember, like you have the small number, the big number is -4 minus the small number is -8. And this will be equals to -4 plus 8. And -4 plus 8 is equals to 4, which is must be positive number. And that's equals to, the difference between them is equals to 4. Let's go for this question. The great number 3, then you subtract from it the small number, which is -5. This is equals to 3 plus 5. And 3 plus 5 equals to 8. 3 plus 5 is equal what? Equals 8. With the same understanding, the great number is -1. Then minus -6. And this will be equals to -1 plus 6. And -1 plus 6 is equals to positive 5. 5. The same idea, 0 is the great number, minus -2. And that will be equals to 0 plus 2. And the answer is equals to 2. The answer is equals to 2. So this is how we find the difference. Remember, we're asking you about difference. We're not asking you to add them. If I ask you to add them, then you could say 6 plus -2 is equal to 4. But nobody asks you about to add them. They ask you about to find the difference. And the difference, remember, is equal to the highest minus lowest. Let's go question 4. Let's say the table shows the number of rhinos in the walk. The black rhino has made a comeback from the brink of extinction. We have, this is a rhino and this is the number. They ask you to use the informations in the table to write an estimate of a total number of rhinos in the world. We say this about 5,000, but we can add the 5,000. Let's say 5,000. Plus this one, we said more than 3,500. Let's say write the 3,500 itself. This one is 56 minus 68. And that's equal to -12. -12. And then this is 80. And this one is a what? More than 20,000. Like you can add them, 20,000 and 5,000 is 25,000. And then 3,500 is equal to 28,500 is 28,580. Take from them the -12 because it's different sign. Okay, it's going to be equals to like 28,562. So when they ask you like all of it, you could say this number, 28,562. This is actually the actual answers according to what we find over there is 28,562. Or you could say it's about, like we said here, more than this one. And we say more than this one. So this exactly when we use these calculations. So your answer should be, it is what is about, like you could say what, 30,000. or you could say 29,000. Anyhow, your number should be just a number. It's bigger or around this number. Let's go question number 5. They say how many more people lived in Tokyo than New York in 2015. This is people live in Tokyo and this people live in New York. Or what you need to do the subtraction because we ask you how many more. You subtract that 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, then 3 minus 2 is equals to 1, and 7 minus 8 you cannot do, borrow 1 from the 2, it will be 17, 17 minus 8 is equals to 9, and then it will be 1 minus 5, it cannot be, borrow 1, it's going to be 11, minus 5 is equal to 6. So your answer is 691, 691,000. Look at this question. We say the temperature is negative 15 Celsius. The temperature raised by 6 degrees Celsius. What is the new temperature? So it's going to be negative 15 plus 6. And negative 16 plus 6 is equal to negative 9. So the answer should be what? Negative 9 degrees Celsius. Because we say the temperature is raised. Look at the question number 2. We say the original temperature falls by 6. So the original temperature is negative 15. When it falls by 6, that's mean you subtract 6. And that's equals to negative 21. So the answer should be what here? Negative 21. Why did I say here negative 9 and here negative 21? Because here there's different sign. You find the difference between them and with the sign of the great absolute value. The difference between them is 9, and the sign of the great absolute value is equals to negative. So that's why the answer is negative 9. And here the same sign, you add them together, and you with a common sign, which is equal to negative 21. Go to question number 7. We say at Sky Resort, the morning temperature was negative 11 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, the temperature was 5 degrees Celsius. What was the difference in the temperature between the morning and the afternoon? You would like to find a difference. Immediately remember difference is equal to the greatest minus the smallest. The greatest one is 5, then minus the smallest one is negative 11. And that's equal to 5 plus 11. And 5 plus 11 is equal to 16. So the answer here should be what? Should be 16 degrees Celsius. Go to question after, question number 8. They say the table shows the temperature in some cities and the difference in their temperature from London on one day. Complete the table. They say this is the city London, Moscow, New York, Oslo, and Rio de Janeiro. Like the difference in temperature from London. Okay, like we say this is the temperature in London is negative 1 degrees Celsius. We have the first one, Moscow. We say the difference is what? Is 24 degrees Celsius. When I say different is 24 degrees Celsius, we say the temperature is what? This is negative 25. This is temperature. How do you find when I say the temperature is 24 degrees coldest? 24 degrees coldest, it means immediately it is the negative 1 of London minus the 24 because we say coldest. And that's equals to negative 25. Look here, this one. This one we said what? We said it is 10 degrees colder. like -10. When you say 10 degrees colder, then you subtract the 10 because it is colder. So the temperature will be on New York will be -11. Oslo will say what? 13 degrees colder. It's also say -1 minus 13. -1 minus 13 is equals to -40. Rio de Janeiro, they tell like the temperature is 26. So to know the difference, you need to make the highest minus the lowest, which is 26 is the greatest, minus London is -1. And that's equals to 26 plus 1, which is equal to 27. So the difference between the temperature between Rio de Janeiro and London is equals to 27 degrees. Or we could say what? Like it is 27 degrees, but now we don't say colder. We say warmer. It is what? 27 degrees, not colder. It is what? It is warmer. And here is the calculations that we did. Let's go to question number 9. We say Ola wants to find the answer of those two numbers. Like 1,999 plus 1,476. They say take all the calculation. That will give the same answer. They say 2,000 plus 1,477. What they did here, like they try to what? To make the same thing. Or they do this math mentally. Remember, when we have got such a two numbers, we take one from here and we put it to this one to make it 2,000. Like put in your mind, like the 1,999 needs only one to be 2,000. So you make it 2,000. Plus the one that you added to here, take it from the other number. It's going to be 1,475. This calculation will give you what? Will give you the same. So the answer will be equals to what? To 3,475. So let's go this one. Like you can finish it. This one give you what? This give you 2,000 and 3,477. No, this one will give you 2,000, 3,475 is yes. This one also will give you what? 3,475. This will give you what? 2,000. 3,405. And this will give you 3,405. So you think those are correct? This one, yes. You will take this one. We can give you the same answer. And this one will give you the same answer. That's all. You do the calculation and then see each one of them with the answer. Then after that, you take them. Question number 10, we say, Petra is thinking of a number. She adds 4,896 to her number. Then she subtracts 5,846. She gets the answer, 9,481. What number is Petra thinking of? Just do it back. Like the final answer, what she got, it is 9,481. what she did before that, we say like first she adds this number and then she subtract this number. So the one that she subtracted, you're going to add it. And the one that she added, you're going to subtract. You're going to reverse what she's done. Like first of all, this number, you will add to it the 5,846. Add those two numbers because you subtract this number, you're going to go back and you will add this number. When you add it, go see the answer. What is it? 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Carry over 1. And 1 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 13. 3 carry over 1. And 1 plus 9 plus 5 is equals to 15. Then we say she adds that number, which is 4,896. Then you're going to subtract it. You subtract what? 4,896. Go and subtract. 7 minus 6 is equals to 1. And 2, you make it 12. 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. And this 3 will be 2. It will be 12 minus 8 is equals to 4. And then 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. And then this is 1, 10. So it's 10,431. So the number is 10,431. All what I want you to do here is just to reverse what she has done. Like we say, she adds, then subtract, and she gets. Then go back. This one, add, and then subtract, and you see the first number. If you'd like to make sure about your answer, go on to it. It's 10,431. This is she adds this one number, which is 4,896. Go and add it. This will be equals 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. Then 3 plus 9 is equal to 12. 2 you carry over 1. And this equal to 13. 3 you carry over 1. And this equals to 5. And this equals to 1. Then subtract the other number, which is what? 5,846. Then see, like 7 minus 6 is equals to 1. And 12 minus 4 is equals to 8. And then we have 12 minus 8 is equals to 4. And this is what? Where's 14 minus 5 is equals to 9. So this is the answer. You reverse it to make sure of your answer or to make sure of what you have done. Let's go to this question. Mira says, I can work out 7,000 or 79,999 minus 19,000. Okay, in my head. Explain how Mira could do the calculation mentally. Work out the answer of the calculation. Like, she can do this very easily. A reason why, if you look at the ones, tens, hundred, and thousand, all of them, they are the same. Okay, so immediately her answer will be what? You're just like going to subtract the 10,000, which is going to be equal to 60,000. This is what you're gonna do. Because like if you look, 9 minus 9 is 0, 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 7 minus 1 is 6. So she can do this actually mentally and easily without giving herself part. Okay? Otherwise, like what I do to make things easy for myself, we say 60,000. The other thing that I do for myself, like the 79,999, you can make it to 80,000. Make it 80,000. Round it to 80,000. And then round this one to 20,000. And then the answer will be what? 60,000. There's also a way like you could do. You could add one to this one and add to this one. One to add. Like when we add one to each one of them, things is not going to change. Add one here, this will be 80,000. Add one here, this will be 20,000. And the answer will be equal to 67. That's it. Go to question after. They say here are 10 number cards. Like -7, 2, 0, -5, -3, 3, 9, -8, -4, and -2. They say choose one card to complete each number sentence. We have -7 plus which number? Give us -4. Look at your number. This is without looking at these numbers. I know that -7 to add to it which numbers will be -4 is to add to it 3. -7 plus 3 is equal to -4. And that's it. And this one, -5 minus -3. Both of them are negative. So put the negative sign and add them. It's going to be -8. And that's it. Remember the rule of adding and subtracting integer numbers or negative and positive numbers. Go question number 13. They say in some countries, people who have been married for many years have a special anniversaries. Number of years, special anniversaries. 25, silver. 40, ruby. 50, golden. 60, diamond. Mandy and Drake were married in 1972. In what year was their ruby anniversary? Okay, or what you need to do is what? Like they get married on 1972. The see ruby anniversary, you see the ruby anniversary. After how many years? After 40 years. Then add 40 to this number. When you add 40, it's going to be what? 2 plus 0 is 2. 7 plus 4 is 11. Carry 1. 9, 10. Carry 1. And this 2. So this will be what? In 2012. 2012. Like Neve and Scene had their diamond anniversary in 2021. The diamond anniversary was 2000 or 21. So in what year was their silver anniversary? Like first of all, you need to see this is like what we say the diamond. The diamond they will get after 60 years. And the silver they will get it after what? 25 years. All what you need to see the difference between the diamond and the silver. Diamond and silver, like they get the silver after how many? Like 60 minus 25, which is equal to 35. Now, like what? They will get their silver before 35 years. Then go and subtract. 11 minus 5 is equal to 6. And then 11 minus 3 is equal to 8. And this is equal to 9. And this is 1. So they get their silver anniversary is in 1986. That's all what you need to know. Like you can see the diamond, they get it after 60 years. And silver, they get it after 25 years. From 25 to 60 is 35. Then subtract the 35 to know exactly when did they get their silver. Question number 14. The difference between two numbers is 3. And one of them is -2. What could the other number be? Find two different answers. Okay, we said one of them is -2. And we say the difference between them and 3. When we say the difference between them and 3, like either you add 3 or the other choice, like what? The -2, you subtract from it 3. Those two answers will be correct. When you add to -2, you add to it 3, the answer will be equals to 1. So the difference between 1 and -2 is 3. And if you subtract from it 3, the answer will be -5. And the same thing, the difference between -2 and -5 is 3. So you have got two options, like add or subtract, to know exactly the other number. That's all for exercise 4.1. Please don't forget to subscribe and to like.